Marketer's Mindset 467 in the chat below. Let's go. 467 in the chat below. What's going on, Marketer's Mindset? How we doing, everybody? What's going on, Marketer's Mindsets? 467 in the chat below. If this is the first time ever that you've been on a Marketer's Mindset live webinar, drop in a 36 in the chat below. I want to know if this is a first time for you. Let's go, guys. Light the chat up. Light the chat up. 36, 467. What's going on? Stuart, Gavin, John, Irving, Mike, Henry, Adam, Tin. What's up, everybody? Keep it coming. Keep it coming. Guys, very quickly, while we wait a minute or two to let people join in, I want to do a quick little poll. On the count of 3, I want you to drop in the chat where in the world you are from. I will say your name and where you are from. 1, 2, 3, go! We got Stuart from Dallas, Brian, Virginia, Mike is from PA, Moise is from Pakistan, Josh from Austin, George from Greece, Gavin from the UK, Chris from Fort Lauderdale, Adam from Toronto, Crystal from Salt Lake City, Hannah from Chicago, Irving from New Jersey, Tim from Croatia, Ryan from Houston, Philip from Seattle, Chris from Virginia, Javon from Louisiana, Andrew from Albuquerque, Penny from SoFlo in the house, Volkan from Australia, and we got Humble, Texas, Lily from Orlando, Godfrey, India, Arizona, SF Bay Area, Southampton, Mexico, woo, Spain, Orange County, California, Saudi. What's up, everybody? Man, I missed you guys. We got a bunch of people in Facebook. What's going on? People in Facebook from Concord, from the Philippines, from South California, Brooklyn. What's up, everybody? How we doing, guys? Hey, I want to make sure, I know last time we did this round of webinar, it was a little bit during the corona, it got a little bit crazy. Can you guys hear me and see me good if you're in Zoom? Drop a 300 in the chat for your boy really quick. 300 in the chat. I want to make sure we're firing off on all cylinders. All right, amazing, amazing, amazing. There's a lot of you guys on here, and I'm super excited. Today, guys, I want to show you guys and talk to you guys about the 10 agency commandments to building a 6-figure agency within 6 months. Within 6 months. And all you'll need is a computer. Now, if you guys are cool with that, can we get a 450 in the chat? If you guys are cool with me showing you 10 things that you can change in your business today that'll put you well on your way to 6 figures. 450 in the chats, baby. You guys got me sweating over here, and it's cold inside. Cool, the engagement is up. Everybody's all excited. Everybody's hyped up. We got Marketer's Mindset live. I love it. All right, guys, let's go. Let's do GoPro real quick. Show everybody what's going on in the studio. Guys, we are actually back to reality here at the DashClicks headquarters. A couple of us are now working back in the office. We're going to be able to do our regular Marketer's Mindset schedule just like this. For those of you guys, Carl says, go with me on this one. For those of you guys, this is your first time here, we're going to do a little intro on how everything works, okay? And then we're going to get started. So for those of you guys, we are actually in the DashClicks studios. You are watching me right now from up top in the GoPro. Then we have front facing right here. We have the front view camera, which you'll see me directly up here. And then we have to the left of me, we have the side view camera, which you'll see me right here. And then we also have, as you can see on this camera, we have the monitor where every time you guys do a quick chat, and let's do a quick test. 300 in the chat really quick. 300 in the chat. You guys will actually see live movement and your chats coming in right here. So everything that you guys are saying, I can see right here, not only on Zoom, But if we leave this open, I also have Facebook open as well. So guys, I can see you from anywhere that you're talking from. So please, number one, the most important thing about these Marketers Mindset webinars is be engaging. Be engaging, because what it does, it hypes me up, it gets everybody else hyped up, and when everybody's hyped up, we all learn from each other. Okay, first thing, rule number one of the Marketers Mindset live webinars. Rule number two, if you're on Facebook, hit the like button, hit the love button, hashtag live. Get the momentum going, because that builds engagement on the post, and then more people are going to be able to jump in, okay? And lastly, but not least, we do have our P&P controls, where I'll be right down here on the bottom right side of your screen, and you'll be able to see exactly what's happening here live. Now, on this webinar, we'll go front face real quick. I'm going to be going through transitionary elements here. I'm going to start with going through a slide deck. Okay, now today, once again, I'm going to talk to you guys about the 10 agency commandments in building a six-figure agency within 6 months, and all you need is a computer. Okay, that is the webinar topic for today, which means I'm literally going to go through 10 things that you can do and change in your agency today. Okay, today, yes, after this webinar, you can implement all of this stuff in your agency, whether you're just starting out or if you already have an agency that has a million clients, okay? You are in the right place if you're in either of those categories, which means any agency owner, you're here and you're in the right spot, okay? Now, while I go through these 10 slides, I'm gonna whip open the whiteboard and I'm gonna start showing you guys some insider stuff. Some stuff that I've experienced literally in the past 10, and now almost 11 years, 11 years in September. In September, it's going to be 11 years of me owning a digital marketing agency. DashClicks, just to give you some quick stats, is almost 20,000 users in almost every single country in the world. Now, that is not amazing in just almost a year and a half of being open. Can you drop a 20 in the chat for me? Almost 20,000 users from people all over the world. And for you guys that are live on this webinar and in Zoom, you can literally see everybody coming in from all these different countries. It's actually amazing that all of us agency owners are coming together, okay? Another quick status update is we are now almost up to 50 employees in DashClicks, which is pretty amazing. And our team is growing every single month. On average, we've been hiring about 2 to 3, sometimes 4 people every single month. So we are growing fast, we are growing strong, and we're going to be here to support you guys in any way that we can, not only with knowledge on these free webinars, but in our platform, in our white label fulfillment services, and in everything else we can indoctrinate you guys with to make sure that you are successful and you fucking kill it in your agency. Can you show me a little love? Let me get a 3 in the chat. We're about to get started here. Awesome. All right, beautiful. So let's get started. Let's go P&P real quick. So guys, the 10 agency commandments to building a six-figure agency within 6 months, and all you need is a computer. Okay? We are going to get started. Number 1, okay? Now, for those of you guys who are on a computer on your phone, I highly, highly, highly recommend screenshotting every single one of these slides as we go through them. Feel free to screenshot as I start going through whiteboards as well, okay? Because between every slide, I'm going to whip open the whiteboard, or I'm going to talk to you about some storytelling about stuff that happened in my agency, what to do and what not to do, okay? And obviously, before we even start with slide number 1, to make sure that you guys understand that I am qualified to speak about this, we've sold way over probably $15 million in digital marketing services over the last couple of years, probably even more than that. I've already lost count. And we've had hundreds of employees on staff. We've had thousands of clients. So the things that I'm sharing with you here are not only for you as a newbie and as a beginner to come in, but it's definitely also for you guys who are at the point where you have 1, 2, 5, 10, 40, 50, 1,000 clients that you guys are managing. These are literally all the golden nuggets that I've learned in the last almost 11 years of being in this business and literally living it, breathing it. Okay, spending millions of dollars in expenses on running our business and our operation. So you guys are going to get this on a silver platter for you. And if that's cool with you, say yes, Chad, in the chat. Say yes, Chad, in the chat. Show me the goods. Gavin said yes, chat. I'll change my name to Chad. Yes, Chad in the chat. Let's do it. Somebody say, let's do it. Love it. All right, guys. Agency commandment number 1. Thou shalt not try to get clients fast and cheap. Okay? This results in fast and cheap clients that will not stick around for additional months of services. Okay? What I mean by this is for those of you guys right now who are prospecting and are trying to do one-call closes and are trying to shove products and services down your clients' throats without doing a proper demo, setting expectations, or things like that, this is going to result in literally people coming in and out of your business. It's going to result in you having the worst clientele in the world, okay? And I promise you this because this is what I did in the first 5 years of my agency, okay? I would always focus on the bottom of the barrel, okay? And no disrespect to any new business owners whatsoever. We help tons of new business owners, okay? But what I mean by this, guys, is if you are going after the bottom of the barrel, which is essentially brand new businesses that are just hitting the face of this earth, the problem that you're gonna have with that is, one, yeah, maybe you can close them fast because they don't have a website yet. They're not doing any marketing, right? They're looking for somebody for help, right? But the problem is because they're not an established business, the issue that's going to happen with a new business is usually most new businesses will actually fail, unfortunately. It's statistically shown. Most new businesses fail within the first couple of months or the first year, whatever it is. I forgot what the actual number is, right? And you're going to do all this hard work to go out and get that client, sign them up for a really cheap and fast service. What happens in that time, okay? Now, we have to equate time to money. So us as agency owners, right, what are we actually selling? We're not selling physical products. I'm not selling you this beautiful leather jacket or this awesome Marketer's Mindset t-shirt, which you can get by purchasing on our website, okay? What I'm actually selling is a service. I am literally trading you my time for monetary value, which is money, right? So when I trade you that time for money, that has to be worth it, right? Now, most agencies will have a flat hourly rate. Some will charge $129 an hour, $199 an hour, $399 an hour. It really depends on your level of skill, right? It's kind of like we're almost like attorneys in a way, right? Where we bill by the hour a lot of the times, right? And when you look at now the services that you're offering as an agency owner, the way that we dissect our services is we actually go backwards. We list out, we take the service, okay? Let's whip open the whiteboard here. Let's go P&P real quick. Get out of this. Cool. So what we'll do, and to give you a little gold here, this is the way that we actually calculate costs for us as an agency, okay? And this can be used across anything that you're doing, okay? Whether you're doing fulfillment, you're not doing fulfillment, it doesn't matter, whatever it is, okay? So if you think about an invoice, all right? Well, when you send somebody an invoice, let's say you're sending somebody an invoice for SEO, for your SEO basic plan, okay? And you are charging, I don't know, $800 a month, okay? Now, most agencies, what they'll do is they'll focus on this number right here and this line item. That's not actually what we do as an agency. What we do is we focus on all of the tasks that have to get done inside of this specific package, right? So task number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There could be literally 150 tasks that we do in the SEO basic package. And then what we do is we say, well, okay, this task takes 20 minutes. This task takes 60 minutes. This is a 3-minute task. This is a 5-minute task. This is a 17-minute task. This is an 18-minute task, right? And we do this, okay? And no, this is not miles. I'll just drop it in here. For those of you guys who are like, Chad, are you talking about miles after? No. Okay, and what we'll do is we'll equate our costs. Okay, well, now if I do this specific task and it costs me 20 minutes to do, I need some mathematician help, okay? If I have a task and I have an employee and that employee makes $20 an hour and he's doing a 20-minute task, how much is that task going to cost the company? Go ahead. Hit me, guys. If I have a 1-hour employee okay, if I have a $20 an hour employee, and that employee has to do a 20-minute task, how much is that going to cost the company? Somebody said $5. Come on, guys. It's technically 33.33% of $20, which technically should be like, what is that? I don't know, like $8 maybe, $7, some shit like that, right? I don't know, right? Because there's obviously, what is it, Carlos, $6.6? Thank you. Shit, I thought I was bad. You guys are horrible. Everybody, how the hell are you guys getting different numbers? Come on, people, wake up. All right, let's keep going. Okay, let's just say that that's what it is, whether I'm right or wrong, but I know Carlos is really smart, and he's smarter than me, so it's probably right. Okay, and let's just say this task is $20, right? And let's just say this task, just for the sake of time, I'm just gonna say this is $2. Okay, awesome, this is $3. This is gonna cost me $6, and this is gonna cost me, whatever, $5. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll tally up this whole shit. And let's just say this whole thing costs us, I don't know, $500. I'm just giving you guys an example. Obviously, it's not that, okay? So let's just say the whole thing costs us $500, which means literally my spread on this and my margins, right, would be $300, which means my margin percentage on this specific product of $800 is probably around, I don't know, like 35%, right? Percent is here, not here, right? Something around there. I'm not going to go into the exact numbers, okay? So what I'm saying is, as an agency owner, we're selling our service for time, and what most people actually miss out on is time calculation, okay? Now guys, for some of you guys who are selling video services, for some of you guys who are selling reputation management, for some of you guys who are selling whatever it is the hell that you're selling. Now if you're dealing with DashClicks, the cool part is you don't need to worry about this. We literally say, hey, this is what we're gonna charge. We're gonna charge you $349 for the SEO basic package, and you can charge whatever the hell you want. Now on average, you should be charging double, which means you should be charging about $700, okay? Which means your margins will literally be 50%. You don't have to deal with the hiring, you don't have to deal with the firing, you don't have to deal with the training, you don't have to deal with literally anything at all. Now that's obviously the beauty of using DashClicks, but what I want you guys to understand is how to actually create an invoice, but don't look at the main number, look at literally the specific line items in what you're selling. Now you're probably like, Chad, this had nothing to do with the first commandment. Okay, let's go back to the first commandment really quick, and let's see if it actually did. Okay, so commandment number 1 was, thou shalt not try to get clients fast and cheap. It results in fast and cheap clients that will not stick around for additional months of service. Okay, so what I'm trying to explain to you guys here, most clients and most new businesses and most accounts, I always like to backpedal, I'm super analytical. I like to think about the avatar of the type of client. Now that type of client to me is a new business, is somebody that has a very little budget for marketing, right? And is somebody who has all the time in the world. Those three things mixed together are the worst combination you can get for a client, literally. Those three things mixed together are a demon, okay? And I'll tell you why. You're gonna have somebody that's gonna come in and pay you. You might get excited, and you might get somebody to pay you, let's say, $300 a month. You're like, holy cow, Chad, I just closed a $300 a month client. I'm rolling in deep, right? But what you don't realize, what most agency owners don't realize, and this is where they fall into the demon wheel, not the, like, better than a hamster wheel, I'll call it the demon wheel, okay? Is if you actually put the line item and you break down everything, that $300 that you're charging might be costing you $200. But then what you don't calculate is not all the things that it takes you to do the task, but because he's a newbie, you're gonna have to add extra time into every single one of these because he's gonna be on your ass, wanting to know exactly what's going on. The phone calls are gonna be hours upon hours a week. He's gonna ask you to do so many extra tasks that are not related to the things that are inside of your specific contract, right? He's gonna ask you now to start creating Zapiers, and you obviously wanna keep the client, right? So you're gonna do the services. This is not what you do, okay? That's why you should look for businesses that are a little bit more mature, businesses that have a little bit more of a budget, that have been in business for a certain amount of years, that they understand the marketing dollars, how marketing works, the benefits of having a website and running a Facebook ads campaign and doing all this stuff. Guys, does anybody agree with this? Can you drop a 17 in the chat if you guys are understanding what I'm saying? Quick 17 in the chat. Yeah. Okay, great. Let's keep moving. That's awesome. I'm glad you guys are on the same page, okay? So once again, thou shall not, damn it, you guys got me excited. Now I skip to the next one, okay? You ruined the whole surprise. Thou shall not try to get clients fast and cheap. Screenshot, okay? We're gonna go to the next slide.